everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the darkest episode from the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. Son of Nurgle, which is my number one favorite episode from the show. He's the son of Nurgle and Aunt Sis. He gets born as an egg and gets sent to a winter camp where Billy and Mandy were sent to. There he tried to make friends, but everyone rejected him. Why is this the darkest episode from the show, you ask? Because Nurgle Jr. is the only known character from the show to kill almost all characters in one episode, including Billy, one of the main characters whose name appears in the title of the show. Jr. took the form of a boy he met during winter camp, and we see him having that form in all the episodes he appears in. At first, we didn't know what happened to that boy, but later, after Junior was shown hiding the corpses of the other children and the camp counselor in the snow, we realized that the boy is also dead. Billy, Spurg, Erwin, Mindy, and Puddin were killed off by Junior, but they later appear in other episodes since they were important characters on the show. Of course, for a darker effect, the episode Son of Nurgle could have been left for last. If the show had ended with this episode, just imagine. However, we see that Junior takes the form of the first kid he killed even after he transforms in other characters. A logical explanation would be that Junior felt a connection with that kid and noticed that the kid was lonely, building a snowman by himself. Junior's only friend was Mr. Bonkers, so Junior probably borrowed the personality of that kid as well. Junior was friendly at first and believed in the honesty of people. He believed Spurg when he told him that the camp counselor will let him stay in his cabin. He also begged Mandy not to hurt Mr. Bonkers, who was actually a teddy bear. Junior was crying after Mandy tore off the head of Mr. Bonkers, and Junior promised to be his best friend forever. Later we see that Junior acts more like the first kid we see in this episode. Cold, who rejects others, who wants to be left alone, shows evil laughter in front of his enemies, makes snowmen from the dead bodies, just how the kid was building a snowman. Junior feels depressed and lonely, but he's allergic to fun, as stated. Junior wanted to be Billy's best friend, since Billy was the only one who was nice to him. Later, Junior killed Erwin for talking to Billy, and wanted also to kill and replace Mandy by taking her form after finding out that she was Billy's best friend. The body of the first kid he killed was never found. Mandy threatened Junior, and he released Billy only to kill him few minutes later and come back home in his place. Mr. Bonkers is never seen after this episode. Also, Billy was supposed to come back with Mandy. Since Junior took Billy's form, it means that Billy's body is still at camp. Mandy is not seen. No way that Junior was going to let Mandy alive after tearing Mr. Bonkers. Mandy would have noticed that he was not Billy. What happened to Mandy is unknown. Even if she left early, the kids were gone, so Junior in Billy's form could have attacked her unless she took a taxi all the way home and she doesn't know what happened to Billy. The school bus driver probably came to pick up the kids, but only Junior got picked up since he was the only one left. Other kids got picked up from other stops since there are some kids on the bus that Junior arrives with. Later on, we see Junior attending school while having the form of the mystery boy. We can assume that the boy, the camp counselor, and the background characters are still dead and that only the main characters were brought back. Nurgle Jr. is one of the deadliest and darkest characters from the show. Do you agree?